Are your team members looking a little bit frazzled? Are you seeing the signs of overwhelm creeping into the workplace? You're not alone. Today we're diving into a topic that could really save you and your team from burnout: simplification. I'm Nikki, and I share tips and tricks from my 18 years in leadership to hopefully help you in your leadership. Today's insights come from an article by Lisa Bodell, which really hit home for me. She argues that in our complex and chaotic work environments, the old do more with less mantra has really backfired. Instead of boosting productivity, it's leading to overloaded teams, exhaustion, and ultimately burnout. And burnout is not just a buzzword. The stats are actually quite alarming. According to Mercer's 2024 Global Talents Trends Report, a staggering 8 out of 10 employees are at risk of burnout, and the top culprit: exhaustion and overwhelming workloads. And unfortunately, burnout isn't just a productivity problem, it's a people problem. It impacts people's emotional, mental, and physical well-being. A 2024 Gallup report highlighted stagnant employee engagement and a decline in well-being throughout 2023. Which they have directly linked to burnout. Even the World Health Organization classifies it as an occupational phenomenon resulting from chronic, unmanaged workplace stress. And as leaders, this is a leadership problem. So what's fueling this burnout fire? According to Lisa Bodell, the core issue is complexity. We're drowning in unnecessary processes, endless meetings, and a constant barrage of notifications. Our teams are spread too thin, and the work that really matters, the really impactful stuff, gets buried under layers of distractions. A Harvard Business Review study even found that over 60% of managers believe excessive complexity negatively affects their productivity. Does that sound familiar? So here's the game changer. What if the answer isn't doing more, but actually doing less? Not slacking off, of course, but intentionally eliminating unnecessary complexity, focusing on what truly matters, and providing clarity. The University of Virginia's research shows that humans often default to adding more when we are faced with a problem. More meetings, more tasks, more emails, more messages, more notifications. But the real power lies in subtraction, removing the excess to make space for what's really important. Simplifying isn't just about boosting output either. It's fundamentally about well-being. When you reduce the clutter in your team's day-to-day tasks, you give them room to breathe, to think, and to truly focus. A Deloitte study found that companies with simple structures and fewer processes reported 25% higher employee engagement. When complexity reigns, it's really hard for people to contribute meaningfully. And it's on us as leaders if we want to go for simplification and even reward reduced tasks, fewer meetings, less emails. So how do we actually do this? Lisa Bodell provides some fantastic takeaways that I think can be implemented right away. And if you do get something from this video, I would love it if you would subscribe. 92% of my viewers don't subscribe, but it really does make a difference. So those tips for you to start implementing so you can simplify your leadership. Number one is to stop organizing and start simplifying. This isn't about rearranging the chaos. It's about moving the unnecessary altogether. Think Maria Kondo for the workplace. And rather than thinking, keep what sparks joy, think, keep what really provides value and maybe sparks a little bit of joy for people, but really provides value to the workplace and what your strategic goals are, and get rid of the rest. Number two is to build in subtraction and not just addition. It's so easy to get caught up in the new things, let's add things, let's do things, but not actually take the time to remove all of the old things that you're not really using and that are slowing you down. Think of it like a garden. And I don't really love gardens, but I like the metaphor. You don't plant plants on top of plants. You got to make room. You got to pull out the old plants so that you can put in new plants. Think of the same thing with growth. Number three is to focus on the compass and not the clock. Don't just measure productivity by the number of tasks that are completed. Focus on the alignment of what truly matters. Time management, watching the clock, is different from leadership, which is following the compass and really focusing on what strategically really matters. Number 4 is simplify to amplify. Complexity stifles innovation and creativity. When you eliminate the distractions and the noise, you're going to make space for people to breathe and actually think about things in a different way. The idea, hopefully, is that it leads to a bit more transformation, so that your team's not doing less, they're doing better. Number 5 is to create time for thinking. Thinking should not be a luxury, it should be a priority. Have you got dedicated time in your calendar for just thinking? There are even companies out there, like Accenture, that are mandating thinking time. This is really making the space for innovation and problem solving. Ultimately, the path forward is about simplification. So what's one area that you think that you could simplify with your team today? Post it in the comments, and thanks very much for watching.